Hey strong siders, welcome back to an instructional series. Today we're going to be looking at stability and control at the lumbar spine. So the upper back, the thoracic spine, is where we get most of our back mobility from, but the problem is a lot of times our lumbar spine gets locked into a position that's not necessarily good for us for lifting or just living life. Maybe it's from sitting down too much. So what we're going to use a band around our lumbar spine attached to our thumbs in order to have some awareness go there so we can help control just moving the hips and thus the lumbar spine a little bit better. So I'm not trying to go through too much range because then I'll start finding it through my upper back. I just want to try and tilt just little tiny movements at the hips. And what you start to feel is this burning sensation deep in your abdomen. So this is your pelvic floor and lower abs working to control those hips a little bit better. So doing the lumbar spine front to back is one thing, but we also can move it laterally as well into side bending. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the band, and I want the band to be just above my ribs, roughly, maybe an inch or two. And what I don't want to do is fall into that collapse position. I want to keep a nice straight spine when I set up so I know where neutral is. I also don't want my right shoulder in this position to collapse towards my neck and ear as well. So all I'm doing is reaching and pushing my ribs out to the side and then dropping back into neutral. This is going to help me learn where to stop from collapsing all the way off to the side. This is very relative for a lot of movements in our daily lives, especially sports specific, trying to keep a nice strong trunk so that I can do the maximum amount of work with my limbs. But also when we're sitting down in a chair, when we have an armrest, we might collapse into that broken kind of rib position that we don't want to be in all day or for extended periods of time. So learning to control with the band, adding some awareness, will help us to get better at controlling these positions when we don't have the band in place. So practice these, spend maybe 2 minutes on each of them daily, and you'll really regain some control. And at the very least, you're going to gain some stability to help protect that lower back. When I'm done, I'm just going to make sure I can do all the movements without the band now, and it's working, right? And then I might loosen it up by really going through a lot more range of motion. I'm not saying doing regular cow and cat is bad. It is very, very good for mobilizing the spine. We're just trying to regain some of the range of motion or control at areas where we don't have that much. As always, stay strong, strong setters.